What is up, guys, and welcome back to the 14th installment of Snack and Chat. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day in this quarantine madness. And of course, before I get down into the movie news, I have to tell you guys my snack of the day. And today, my snack is some Godiva milk chocolate truffles. Oh yeah, that's right, folks. That is right. Now, I prefer the white chocolate. I think that's probably my favorite chocolate, but these are pretty solid. I like these quite a bit, and I actually started eating one here. As you see, it has a little bit of filling, but these are pretty solid. I definitely recommend these. But anyways, let's get into the movie news. And the first topic that we are going to talk about today is The Matrix 4. That is right, folks. A new update has come out for when Matrix 4 will restart production, and it has come out that Warner Brothers appears hopeful that production on Matrix 4 will restart by early July. Now, when I saw this, the first thought that came into my mind is that I basically feel that out of all the big Hollywood film studios, that Warner Brothers is probably the most eager to get back to work, especially with their films basically opening back up the theaters if they open back up in July. And I'm sure everybody's eager to get back to work because, people are losing money, companies are losing money and all that. So everybody's eager to get back to work. And apparently in Germany, which is where Matrix 4 was going to, I'm sure it's probably going to restart shooting because that's where they were going to go shoot, in Berlin, Germany. It appears that their curve has apparently flattened out. And I feel like as long as the production is being filmed in a place that's healthy and good to go, and it appears that is the case for Matrix 4, then I think this is good news that to see these films restart production. So I think this is good news all around, as long as everybody stays healthy and good to go. So I think this is good news. So with that said, let's start off. Let's go to the next goodness gracious, my brain is just mush right now. Goodness. But let's move on to the next topic, and that is the Furiosa prequel. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, the Furiosa prequel. Today, however, marks actually the 5-year anniversary since Mad Max Fury Road's release, so that's kind of convenient. But anyways, it has come out that George Miller is planning to expand the Mad Max universe with a prequel movie based on Charlize Theron's character, Furiosa, from 2015's Mad Max Fury Road. And first off, I really enjoyed Mad Max Fury Road. It's a fun, awesome action flick. The cinematography in that movie is beautiful. The performances are great. Obviously, you're going to get beautiful performances or great performances when you have people like Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. And so therefore, I love this idea of a Furiosa prequel, and especially because Furiosa is probably my favorite character in Mad Max Fury Road. Now, Charlize Theron is not going to reprise her role of Furiosa. Apparently, they're looking for a 20-year-old actress, and it was rumored that they were looking at Anya Taylor-Joy, which I think would be a great pick. So I think she's a wonderful actress. I think she obviously fits the 20-year-old thingamabobber there. So I love this idea. I'm sure most people do. And I love this idea, once again, for a Furiosa prequel film. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic. And that is Robert Pattinson, who is set to take on the role of Bruce Wayne, also known as the Batman. And he recently did a GQ interview that kind of caused a stir when he said this. Now, the GQ article says this. In their article, the film studio, Warner Brothers, hired a trainer who left Pattinson with a Bosu ball, I think that's how you say it, a single weight, and a sincere plea to use both. But right now, he says he's ignoring her. I think if you're working out all the time, you're part of the problem, he says, sighing. But you, he means other actors, you set a precedent. No one was doing this in the 70s, even James Dean, who wasn't exactly ripped. He says that back when he was the star of the Twilight franchise, the one time they told me to take off my shirt, I think they told me to put it back on. But Batman is Batman. I was about to say Pattinson. Pattinson called another actor on the film, Zoe Kravitz, the other day, and she said she was exercising 5 days a week during their exile from set. Pattinson, well, quote, literally, I'm just barely doing anything, unquote. He says, sighing again. Now, first of all, I have no clue what he means when he says, I think if you're working out all the time, you're part of the problem. I just don't understand that logic. Now, if I were Warner Brothers, I'd feel a little let down by these comments because we, as in Warner Brothers, are spending our money for a trainer so you can get better physically for a role that we're paying you for, that we're paying you millions of dollars for, and you're turning that opportunity down. So if I were Warner Brothers, I'd find these comments a little bit disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I'm sure Robert Pattinson is going to look fine in the role. He is sticking to his diet, but I just think it's kind of rude on his part to just ignore whatever. But those are my thoughts on that. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic, and that is our main topic, and that is the New Mutants. Now, the New Mutants has kind of had a curse, as you guys know. The New Mutants was actually supposed to come out, believe this, 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But New Mutants has gotten a new release date. Its fifth new release date. Just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, this movie definitely has some sort of curse going on here. And its new release date is August 28th of this year. Once again, New Mutants' fifth release date is August 28th, 2020. And I gotta be honest with you, this movie is doomed. This movie is absolutely doomed. Financially. I don't know how good the movie is quality-wise, but financially, this movie is doomed because of the competition that this movie has. Because it's released in a part of the year where all these movies that were supposed to come out earlier in the year are going to come out then, like a Wonder Woman 1984, like a Quiet Place 2, and they also have other movies like Conjuring 3 and Bill and Ted, which come out around the same time. So it has a bunch of competition, and those movies' marketings are going to be amped up to the fullest, as well as New Mutants. But I just have a feeling that this movie is going to just be shoved to the background, and nobody's just going to know about it. Now, if you were to put this movie on VOD, I still don't see this film doing well financially. Because yes, while Trolls 2 did around $100 million, which was a third of what the first one made, Trolls 2 still has a bigger target audience than New Mutants does. So I don't see New Mutants doing the same numbers that Trolls 2 did on VOD. But overall, I kind of think New Mutants would probably do a little bit better in theaters because movies usually do better in theaters than a wide release than they do on VOD. So based on that, I kind of think New Mutants will probably do better in theaters, even though we're still months out from the film's release. But either way, I just think financially this movie is doomed. But I'm still looking forward to seeing this movie in theaters. So with that said, that is it for this installment of Snack and Chat. It is a little bit shorter. It wasn't a whole lot of news this week, but I hope all of you guys had a wonderful 9 minutes and 40 seconds. As I see, that's how long we've been going. So this is probably a record for the shortest episode. So with that said, don't forget to like and subscribe because that is very important. And also leave a comment down below. What did you think of the topics that we talked about today on this very installment of Snack and Chat? And also, what did you eat? What snack did you eat today during this episode of Snack and Chat? And as always, look out for the next video or review. And peace.